All right, so Brendan Sorsby has just been deemed eligible to play for college football 2026. Huge ramifications for this. I don't know what fucking judge, I think some guy from Houston, Texas, deemed him eligible because of this mental illness bullshit. None of it's making sense. No one's buying it. I mean, it's just a horrible day, honestly, in college sports and in all of athletics, really, if you think about it. But let's get straight to the facts. So, Brendan Sorsby had been gambling even in his days when he was at Indiana, and they called it a mental illness. Texas Tech paid big bucks to get this guy, and so they would have been completely fucked just because they wouldn't have had him. Really, what this boils down to, what this does to college sports. Now, any college athlete can just say, hey, I'm addicted to gambling. It's a mental illness. So take pity on me, right? Any athlete can do this. It makes it okay that gambling is okay to do in college athletics. You know, for several years, it's been very known that gambling is not okay. It hurts the integrity of the game and hurts the integrity of sports. There's a lot of money in sports. Gambling's okay from everyone, but once you have to go back to the Black Sox kind of scandal back in the early 1900s to kind of see why gambling isn't and shouldn't be allowed in sports. But this goes against just this is not just a Texas Tech thing. This is not just a college football thing. All sports should be looking at this moment just because it just sets a bad precedent for any sport, right? It makes it okay to be able to just make up any excuse and just say whatever like whatever bad thing I did, it's okay because this judge deemed it okay. Might there have been money involved? Probably, maybe, we don't know. It almost seems like something must have happened because I don't know when. Well, I'll tell you this: when this first came out, didn't buy it, right? Well, not only did I not buy it, I felt like it was kind of childlike to make up an excuse like this just to have a chance, just have a sliver of a chance to be able to play college football, right? I thought, no way in hell they're actually gonna take this, take it as a mental illness and say, hey, Brendan Sorsby is going to get the help he needs, go to a rehabilitation therapy, whatever bullshit. That shit doesn't even fucking work, but whatever. And he'll be fine. He'll be ready to go come August, and we'll be ready to go, right? Um, I guess that worked. I mean, I think you have to look into this. I don't even know who this guy is. The Texas judge that basically, deemed him eligible to be able to play this year. You have to look into him. You just have to. Like, what ties does he have to this university? You just seriously have to question it. Now, what the NCAA has to do is not cave into this. They easily could, but they shouldn't, and they're not going to. I mean, just for the ramification that because this happened, anything else is possible. Anybody can do this, right? I could see a scenario where they just completely leave out Texas Tech, right, from the college football playoffs. Even if they go 12-0, you're not eligible. All the teams, I'm not sure if they're able to this year. I think the schedule is set in stone now. But I think next year they can have it where we're just not going to play you, Texas Tech. Fuck you, right? There's a lot of different ways the NCAA and other teams can go about this. Maybe they should enforce harsher punishments because for as long as you want to call it, this has been not okay to do. Now we're kind of in this era where everyone's just kind of soft and you're able to call anything a mental illness, and now it's okay to be able to gamble, right? Maybe the NCAA doesn't directly enforce something on Texas Tech and this quarterback, but maybe indirectly. Like I said, maybe the teams will. I'm not sure what they need to do, but they need to make sure that this doesn't happen ever again, right? So it caught me by surprise. I did not think that this was going to go anywhere. I thought this was just like you know. And I mean, shit, I don't blame the kid in a way. I mean, you want to play your last year. Should he have done that? Absolutely not. At the same time, shit, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to do whatever it takes to be able to play, even if it means I get to make up this bullshit mental illness thing. Sure, I want to play, right? Um, it's just really, I think it's just one person just said, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna make it okay, right? I'm not sure what the rule is in terms of appealing. I think it takes about a year to appeal, but which at that point, do you vacate all the wins from Texas Tech? You have to come up with something, a harsh punishment, because if you give them a slap on the wrist to Texas Tech, then every school, big money, big name schools, be like, I'm okay with it getting a slap on the wrist. If that means I get to win a championship in football or in basketball, slap my wrist. I don't give a fuck. So it has to be a punishment where essentially these schools, if they were to get that punishment, they wouldn't want to do it ever again. So very important in, however timeline it is, the next week, next couple weeks, or until August, till the college football season starts. What steps are they going to take to make sure this doesn't happen again? Because it will happen again if they just give them a slap in the wrist, or they just don't pay attention to it. At the same time, I don't think they're just gonna lay down and not do anything. It's the NCAA. They're they're known for always want to control the rules and control the narrative. So I would figure they'll step in, and I think they will step in there.